there's a stage over there too. This one's more temporary, but it's better set up. Alright, so at this graveyard, Kit Carson is buried. I didn't really research the guy. I read a little bit. It's even, the whole cemetery's named after him. Alright. Yeah, the History Channel might have this marked on my GPS. Not sure where his stone would be. Maybe in the Soldiers Memorial. It's not a really huge area. There's some lady who's jogging in circles around here. Huh. Somebody brought an anchor out, a huge anchor, and just leaned it against this stone, and it just sits here. He scratched his face. Right, so this is where he's buried. I could be standing over him, or he could be on the other side. This cage isn't I don't think he was that short. This cage isn't exactly wide enough to cover a whole body. Maybe he's at an angle. Little kitty. Alright, Lupe Carson might have been his mom. 1870. That's impossible if he died in 1868. Kit Carson. Kit Carson the second. Okay. And they got protection by this gate, which is held by a piece of wood. And then the grandson of Kit Carson died in 1999. Alright, wow. It's quite ornate. And for this style of stone, this is very thick. This is the thickest I've seen of this type of stone, I think. And it looks like it fell, it actually broke in half at one point, and they mended it. And what is this, his? Asleep in Jesus? Born in 1883, died in 1908. And then somebody else here, Maria. Somebody laid another anchor, same style over here, on Captain M.M. Frayne. That's his title, Captain. Have to dig through one of them dirt walls. Up to 68. See, now I'm smelling that crayon smell again, and there's a ton of this weed, this flower. I wonder if this is, you know, even though it's kind of offensive, I wonder if it's settling my stomach, smelling this stuff. I haven't had any stomach issues in a while. Alright, there's not really any parking around here, but this is like the official entrance. I entered through the park side. Somebody felt it was a good idea to leave a Hershey's bar. How is she associated? Is there any association with that? Right, here we go. Walking between the baseball parks would actually look pretty good, in pretty good shape. With nice grass and stuff. And they don't fence them off either. That's something. I'm approaching the flower that smells like crayons again. So I'm expecting to start smelling crayons at some point, because this is a big patch. Am I north enough where the grass stays green on its own pretty good, or is green outside of the baseball park? So that's a good sign. Not smelling anything yet. Nope. There we go. I picked up just a little bit. Not much. So yeah, it's picked up a little bit more. It's there. I think I smell enough of it. I wonder if bees make any good honey out of these flowers. They abandoned their tennis court. Looks like there's a lot of cracks with grass growing in between. Took down the poles and all that. I never thought I would smell such an unusual flower before. Like a crayon or something. That's such an amazing thing. I wonder if it's only during flowering periods that smell comes out. Right, so this is a corner exit for the park. I don't know what maybe that's so horses aren't brought into the park or something. I'm not sure. This is so unusual. It's a very long, tall, narrow housing area. Double doors. Yeah, it looks like people are living here. I might catch somebody. This is a house? I'm glad nobody saw me call me out. What are you doing? Yeah, somebody's here. That's weird. This is weird too. Some kind of, yeah, you got an adobe falling apart. Is anybody really living here? This thing is falling apart. This porch is dangerous. They've curtained up all the windows. Yeah, they don't want... I think this is abandoned. The yard looks unused. This is an abandoned adobe house for sure. They're not doing any upkeep. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking. I'm just walking around. I'm leaving. Where's your property line? The fence? Speak English? All right. I thought it was abandoned. There's a car there, I guess. Maybe this is his... Yeah, you can't really tell if anybody's living here. They're living very discreetly. Look at this. This is a mess. You can't really tell if anybody's living here. Oh my God, what happened here? Jeez. Well, there's certainly nobody in this one. Alright, taking a look at this. I'm sure that guy's gonna call the cops, but that's to my advantage anyway. Wow, what a mess. It's all mud. And I don't know what kind of door they would have had. What exactly fell down here? Like a window or something? It's hard to tell. Oh my God, the roof is coming down. They really let this thing go apart. Oh, they used to have electricity. Wow. Okay. So why is there such a big hole here? It looks like there might have been a fire. Only one story, maybe half of a second story. Wood stove, possibly, for a pipe. Yeah, this place burnt down a little bit. All made out of mud bricks. Okay, this is the ceiling. So they did have, this is like a 2-story then. Wow. Over here's a bit of a mess too, but I think somebody actually lives there. Jeez, it looks like a little castle. And then they got some kind of garage. I don't know where you enter in here. Oh, through that door. Okay. All right. And this is very much a new addition. So there was somebody who was making the most of it until it burnt down. And then the tree grew through. So this has been like abandoned for a long time. And people come to graffito tag it. Okay. Yeah, this wraps around. That's interesting. Oh, somebody slept in their tent in here and left it. Somebody's sitting on the front steps over there. So, there's really nothing else this way. It's a very cool view of the mountains. Nobody builds up in there. It's very snowy. I would think people would want to spend more time up there, though, during the summertime. There's a lot of gophers around here. I'm not sure. I'm thinking this is probably private property, but who knows? There's no real explanation. There's a trail. I'm sure it's friendly to walkers. So cool. This was a pretty good spot to pick out. before any development. Well, during Indian development, which I don't believe was too much. It's at this moment I wish I had my bicycle. This would be something I'd like to cover on bicycle. Alright, so having gotten more out in the country, I switched over to my Sony. I don't know when this will be inputted. I'm in Taos. I might not even get that. That's the old... Well, I can't really... I just want to get that snow on the mountains, really. Get that snow. Check out that snow. Anybody up there? Playing in the snow. If you want to play in the snow, that's where it's at. What is this thing? It can't be a bomb. Doesn't look like it exploded or anything. What an impact, though. It suffered quite an impact. See, a bomb would not have this. Maybe it's for... These are electrical wires. What does it say? It's a lamp. Max lamp, 150 watts. Okay, it would face out. Oh, I see. It's a lamp. I just somebody trashed. So just like that one city south of here, this is also a dump site for trash. Just the dump, spread it all out. Kind of makes me wish I had a metal detector now. I'm sure I would come across so much junk, but it might be interesting. Mostly would pick up cans. So people use a lot of this stuff for target practice. With the bullet holes. It's not too far out from the city too, so they'll make the noise. Dispose of properly. Please don't litter. Did they ever expect to see this Dr. Pepper out in this woods? It looks like it, well, I don't know. It looks like it's just rusted. Got the mountains over there full of snow. A little bit of snow patches in those mountains. And then these are a little bit bigger, maybe closer. Oh my god, it'd be pretty cool to check out the peaks of some of these. But this little area is really surrounded all around by mountains. You can see them off in the distance. Very, very amazing. In New Mexico. See, I'm pretty confident that I could go far because I got a lot of water with me. 2 full little bottles, and it's not too hot. I'll go as far as that cross I see. There's a cross out there. Yeah, it's straight beyond that bush. Yeah, the city's pretty much in view. So this is the woods of northern New Mexico. There's a lot of bushes. They're more tightly grouped, but they can't grow very tall. Some can. Different ones can. Oh, there's some cactus. Big extra large spines. These are not, I don't believe these are evergreens. They look like a lot of new leaf coming out for the spring. Evergreens can get pretty large. It's quite a landscape. Alright, I am looking towards the sun, but here's this cross, which is curious. You don't see it until you walk out here quite a distance. Surrounded by the forest. But I can actually see over the tops of the trees. Alright, upon approach there is a significant trail. I see there's footsteps. There's some big hoof marks too. I don't know if that's a wild animal, but you can approach it. It's quite a fence around it. It's in between fencing, and it's just a cross. Somebody just has to put a cross out in the middle of nowhere with nothing to explain it. What do you need to explain? Make sure it's well protected though. It's a battle. It's like drawing the line. Jesus extends all the way out to here. Yeah, there's no message. It looks fairly new. Maybe within the past 10 years or so. Somebody just had to work on a project. So if this area gets flooded, which there's really no sign of serious flooding, that snow's got to come down somehow. You take the high road. This is the high road. But how far away does it lead away from my car? I'm curious about that. Which way to go? The beautiful mountains, or the beautiful ones off further in the distance, more in between, and the city separates here from the mountains. You can see it off in the distance. All the development. There's none behind me.